Okay, I'm back, and I'm sorry that I made you wait long for this. I know that you are all hungry for truth and justice for all, so good luck with that. That's only going to come from inside you. Anyway, as I said, I went through all this. They did violate my rights. Every time the police officer pulled me over and I was exercising my right to travel, I informed the officer that I do not consent with his proceedings. I will explain to you everything that happened, but first I need to cover what I said I would finish with you. I have become a secure party creditor. I have stood in the court over 37 times and claimed my status of being a live man, protected, and claiming my reservation of rights under UCC 1308, formerly known as 207. Now, when all this happened back in 2013 of June, I didn't even know anything about this. I actually went in the courtroom thinking just get the fine and go away with it. But I heard this UCC 1308. I asked this creator who I cannot see to show me the truth. And I will say that the creator showed me the truth. So, can you have a UCC 1 filed and registered on the public record and still they mess with you? Well, relatively, I guess they can, because here's mine. I'm going to show you all my documents. They are on the public record. They were on the case. I claimed common law jurisdiction. I had everything you can think of, and I'll go through that real quick. The judges did not listen to me, even though I handled them well for the 37 pretrial hearings on the same case of right to travel, something called a misdemeanor, because I have no priors, I have no criminal background. I was simply exercising my right to travel. I harmed no one, and there was no state of emergency when the officer pulled me over, and he did not follow standard police procedure SOP 50 or SOP PO 50. So let's see these documents. Here we go. This is my UCC 1. I hope you have a phone where you can, but I'll pull it up. There's my UCC 1. And they liked it so much, they put a gold seal on it. All my documents were signed with blue ink. Here's my fictitious name filing. All my documents were signed with blue ink. Here's my state of Florida fictitious name filing. Seal of candidature to the state, Secretary of State. Here's my affidavit of life with a discovery. And ladies and gentlemen, I cut my thumb and put my own blood stain on their thumbprint. And here it is showing recording the recorder's office. Make it kind of fast. Here is all the things I have on the public record. UCC 1, UCC 138 reservation of rights, filing a fictitious name, affidavit of life, affidavit of rights to travel, affidavit of ex parte Davis, affidavit of non-taxation code B3402, executive office of the state trust, no intimidation allowed, affidavit of malicious prosecution, acceptance of all oaths and bonds of office, unrebutted since June 2013. And this is the affidavit I put in. If anybody knows what that is, I do, but I'm not gonna go through that. Right now, you should understand that by now. And here, everything is notarized, stamped by the clerk of courts, and notarized. Power of Attorney General. I have that on the public record as well, notarized. All this is on the public record. Common law copyright notice, signature, power of attorney. All this is notarized. Petition ain't filed again. So I did all that. Didn't matter because they didn't listen to me. And something you're not seeing here is that I put everything in blue ink on my computer. I found out that black ink represents death and means you're in the book of shadows or you're dead. So I put everything in blue ink and I made sure I signed my signature on anything that was in black ink and blue ink. I did all this, ladies and gentlemen. How did I enter the courtroom? Well, let me give you a little dramatization. I went in the courtroom, sat down. They called my name. When they call your name, they yell it. So anytime you yell someone's name, it's all caps. I said no, lowered my voice and said no. My name is Stacy, capital S, lowercase T-A-C-Y, nothing less, nothing more, and I reserve my UCC-1 thread rights hence now forever for the record. Also for the record, I rebut and challenge all 12 presumptions of law of the private side of the secret bar guilds, hence now forever for the record to be entered to the record. When I said that, these judges went bananas. You got to obey all the rules. We got rules, blah, blah, blah. She got so pissed. And here's what she really got pissed about. It's because when I said all that, I was still sitting in the pew. I didn't get up and walk into the bar until I have to reserve all my rights. Then I walked into the bar and it really pissed her off. So there it is. I have a lot more documents. Like I said, I have 13 affidavits on the public record. Way before the second court hearing, they're all truth and commerce. They're all unrebutted. Now I'm going to let you hear the actual court case. I'm going to figure out how to put that up on here. But if you email me, my name is Stacy, but my email is artistsmb700@gmail.com. If you email me at artistsmb700@gmail.com, I will actually send you a copy of the audio of this judge saying she is in a position of God where she has rights and authority over a living man. You will hear her say she will not rebut any of my affidavits point by point, which she's supposed to do that. You'll hear her say that she's not going to give me her oath of office, which I went and got it anyway. You're going to hear her say a lot of things. And later on, I'll show you the oath of office. I got all that stuff put in there. And here's a trick that they have in court. When they look at your papers, they look at the stuff, they really see everything. But what they'll do is they'll turn it over and look at the back. Of course, this has something on the back, but they'll look at the back where there's nothing and they'll say, I don't see anything. That's a trick of the courts. You better learn that real quick because you can take all that paperwork in there and all they're going to do is turn it over and look at the blank side and say they don't see anything. And that is a trick that I learned in the courtroom. All right, everybody. Now, I told you I had all these affidavits. I told you I did everything right. I even quoted the laws to them. I have also an affidavit of Supreme Court should have all jurisdiction over lower courts. I even told them about that. And I told them about their first oath, which is to uphold the Constitution. I told them about their blood oath, which they're supposed to obey anyway because they worship Baal. And these, believe it or not, these are Baal's laws. And there's remedy in Baal laws, okay? But they're not following Baal, their own God. They dishonor their own God. Well, that's it for now. I'll be back to show you more, but I wanted to show you the proof. Secure party credit didn't do nothing for me. Affidavits didn't do nothing for me. Speaking the law didn't do nothing for me. Reserving my rights didn't do nothing for me. They violated me 100%. Every officer, every judge, every public defender. When I asked for writ of discovery, when I asked for video of the arrest, because I knew what they would see, they said they wouldn't be able to get that for me. And they locked me up against my will and detained me 4 months, 8 days. Truth.